you say this is the same gentleman, Lloyd Gaelic. Um,
Yeah, that's the same
yeah, with a
guy.
$5 super chat, and he says she downloaded a pregnancy app to trap a married man fast.
Let's talk about. Well, again, like I told you before, Obsidian, you got one more time to give this man shine before I'm just gone. I
So,
think
so I just
this is
want to,
it.
yeah, I
After
just
this
want to make
one,
sure, yeah,
I want to be done with this dude because I told you he a problem, and you
right.
keep giving him
But have
shine.
you reported him?
Yeah, but he keep like him and a few others. This is what when you talk about why the black manosphere is how they are with me. It's because dudes like that they don't know how to let shit go or
Oh,
move forward. I
gotcha.
d- I let's talk about the pregnancy app just to satisfy this dude
Yeah,
because he's like this, just
yeah.
creep.
This is a new one to me. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is this weird shit because trolls are they kind of weird
Yeah.
and mentally unstable. You have a girlfriend,
I
right?
do. I do.
So we keep up with our cycle.
Yeah.
Okay. And during that time when I was pregnant with before I met my before I got pregnant with my son, me and my son's father was like having we lived together in a
Right.
in a hotel. We was looking for a place to live.
Gotcha.
And because I was sexually active again after I hadn't been for such a long time, because I go on long bouts of celibacy and abstinence, I downloaded an app to keep up with my period. And during that time, they didn't have a lot of period apps. They just had pregnancy apps. So me and my son's father would look at the days that we would have sex versus the days that I would be menstruating, and we just kept up with it.
Right.
So one of the false narratives that the trolls like to push is with them knowing that he and I used to do that is that I trapped him via pregnant, with that pregnancy app, and he was quote unquote this married man who didn't want to have a baby. That's not who my son's father was at all. He and I was living together. We were talking about marrying each other. We were talking about having kids. We wanted to be together, or so he led me to believe. Once I got pregnant with my son, he decided that he wanted to be single and to get back with his ex-wife, right? He went ahead and did an interview with Tommy, lied about a lot of shit, and to this day, he and I don't talk anymore, but he asked me to file for child support. So I filed for child support, and that's what he does. He pays for child support. He got his DNA test, and it's been what it's been. But he was never trapped into being in a relationship with me or me getting pregnant. Me getting pregnant was something that neither one of us was expecting. Our son came much sooner than
Well,
I
I
was
mean, to be
expecting.
fair, now, they say it's not very polite to ask a lady her age, but I think it's fair to say that you're well over 18. I think that's fair to say, and I think
I'm
it's also fair.
42.
You're okay. So 5 from 42 gives us around 36, 37, and I think it's fair to say, especially in light of the fact that you already had a previous child, that you know how this works. If you have unprotected, rumpy bumpy time, and you're still of a fertile type, a child can result from that. I don't. I,
But
I
that's
don't.
the purpose. That's the purpose of the app. The app was supposed to make it to where we would have sex with each other when I was less fertile, when
Well, less
I
fertile does not
wasn't
mean infertile.
menstruating.
Less fertile doesn't mean no fertile.
But if you know anything about vaginas, which or uteruses, which apparently you don't, there
Well,
are times.
wait a
Listen
minute.
to
I know
me.
quite a bit about
Listen to me. I'm about to teach you. There are times within a month where a woman can have sex and she can't get pregnant because she's not menstruating during that time. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's certain, and it's only a handful of days. It isn't like But when I got pregnant with my son, I wasn't using the app yet. I hadn't even started using the app yet.
that. Yeah.
We by the time I started using the app, I was already pregnant.
Yeah.
So either way, it doesn't matter. We understand biology. He and I were having unprotected sex. I was asking him to use protection. He did not want to.
So why?
Me and
So why did?
him,
All right. So why did you continue to have sex with him when he didn't want to use protection?
this is, I'm about to tell
Okay.
you.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Because he was going to be my husband, right? I didn't have any like,
So he proposed to you.
no, listen and stop asking me shit ton of questions so I can
Go
finish.
ahead. Go
Listen,
ahead.
he and I don't need a man to get on his, this is not a rom-com. I don't need a man to get on one knee to discuss marriage with him. If he wants to get married, we can sit down, we can talk about it. I don't need for him to do like this magical thing with balloons and shit and flowers and all. No, we could just sit down and we could discuss it, if because I'm a simple person. I'm the go to the justice of peace type of chick. Right?
Right.
Like I'm not
Justice
like,
of,
you know.
I have no problem with the justice of peace.
But we
I'm
were
just
talking,
but he think you know.
listen to me.
Yeah.
We were talking about getting married, and we were talking about having children
Yeah.
after we got married.
Yeah.
He didn't want to have use protection, but I was okay with that because I spent so many years not being able to have children. Because think
Yeah.
about the age gaps between my children. My daughter 21, my son 4.
Yeah.
For a long time I couldn't. There was something wrong. So I thought we were
Maybe
going to
you've been running
need,
for the right guy.
no, that wasn't it, because I've been in relationships before him. I thought we were going to need a fertility doctor. I didn't think it was going to happen the way that it happened.
Uh-huh.
It happened that way, and I'm not sitting here upset about it. I just let it happen, and
Right.
it's done. Y'all want to keep talking about why things are the way. No, it's done. So what we going to do now? That's what y'all need to be thinking about.
Yeah.
What's happening now? Y'all guys, men like to sift through a woman's past, but don't have that same energy when it comes time to sift through theirs.
Right.
Y'all want to sit here, like, have y'all ever thought that maybe Obsidian has made some poor choices in women before he found the right woman?
Thank God I didn't make any poor choices like that.
Yes, you did. If you didn't, then she would have been the first and only woman you've been with. You've been with other women before her.
Just because you're with somebody and you're no longer with them doesn't mean that you made a mistake or a poor choice.
You did make a poor. Somebody in a relationship made a poor choice or
I've had
made a poor decision.
Listen, I'll have you know, lady, that I've had relationships with wonderful ladies, and we just enjoy each other's time, and we bid each other a goodbye, adieu. That's
And
it.
why did y'all break up then?
Well, I mean, it ran its course.
Okay, so
We went through
how come when you how come when you get in a relationship and you break up with someone, it's quote unquote it's ran its course. But if a woman goes in a relationship with someone and it ends, oh, it's like this big thing, something much terrible
Well,
she did,
I didn't feel
and
that way about
she.
those ladies. I didn't feel that way about those ladies at all. I still have a
But
nice,
you're
warm
doing
smile,
that.
like
But
that
you're
old
doing that
lady
with
on the
me.
Titanic.
But you're
Listen,
doing
I
that with
still have
me.
that nice, warm smile, like that old lady on the
But
Titanic.
you're doing Obsidian. But you're doing that with me. You're making it seem like it, just because I'm not with somebody or it ran its course or I have this history, like the guy said, my personal experiences reflect my professional ones. When I say to people that I don't regret my exes, they were learning experiences, no one wants to hear that because I'm a woman. But a man can flat out say, oh, those relationships ran its course, it's cool, and everybody's okay with that. But if Soncerae says that, oh no, she's this big bad wolf, she had 2 kids by men who didn't marry her, that don't mean we hate each other. It means
I'm
shit
telling
ran
you,
its course.
listen. I am the Babylonian whore's best friend. Jai Block 30 with the $2 super chat. He says, "What? Appreciate you, brother." DY with the $2 super chat says, "I can't believe you entering." I think he meant to say entertaining this nonsense. Oh man, well, I can't believe that you're actually.
I see the trolls are starting to show up and give you some bread.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
My man
But
Hashim.
you got
Yeah.
you got one more time. You, sir, got one more time to refer to me slick as a Babylonian whore. Refer to me as a Babylonian whore one more time, and we're gonna go in
I didn't call
on
you a
Obsidian.
Babylonian whore.
I hear you trying to be slick because you're a real slick ass. You real snake like. I know snake oil. I know it. I know what you're doing, Obsidian. Try that shit again. Try it again.
Now that necklace that you have on there, that looks very Egyptian. I would imagine that comes from the Nile River.
Keep playing. Keep playing.
Very, very Egyptian.
Try to be cute.
Hashim with the $2 super chat. He said, "Women's baby, fathers maybe."
That's what I think. I think women should stop procreating with men who they aren't sure if those men want to be fathers or not, even if they marry these men, because a lot of times women are still single mothers in marriages, or they get divorced and end up being single mothers.
So you're saying a woman can be a single mom even if she's married?
Yes, plenty of single mothers out there who raising their children alone. If you go on TikTok, you see them on there complaining about how they a single mom and they married, but they never see their husband.
Married, that's interesting. I gotta check that out.
Cynthia G talks about that all the time. Go to Cynthia G channel. She's talking about the single married woman all the time. The single mother who's married.
Well, she would know about being a single mom, but I'm trying to find out how she would know about being a single married mom, given that
Because
she's
we
a single.
interact with other women, like just like you sit here
Yeah.
and gossip with the manosphere, we as women sit down and have a conference and talk to each other about our experiences too.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. Ryan with the $20 super chat says a man's past doesn't matter as much as a woman's. Women seeking men with a bright future. Men seek women with a good past. What do you think about that?
I think the term good or bad, as when we're referring to somebody's past, is contingent on the man. Like men aren't all the same. Men aren't all the same. So there's some things in one woman's past that may be unacceptable to a man, and then another man will see that same woman and not have such an issue with it. Like there are a lot of men who are inside of the polyamorous lifestyle who see a woman's past and be like, oh, I get down that same way. You know what I mean? And be
Yeah.
with her anyway.
Yeah.
But for me, I spent majority of my adulthood not having sex. I think I spent 2 years inside of being polyamorous since I've been an adult, and all those other times I've been like abstaining. So it's people have this assumption that because I take sexy photos or because I have an OnlyFans, that my past must be like this checkered one where I slept around with a whole bunch of men. That's not the case. The case is I had a relationship with, serious relationships, and those relationships didn't necessarily work out. And now I'm not really pressed to be in a relationship. I'm just chilling. Welcome to my side of the internet. My name is Soncerae Monique. I'm a certified life coach for both men and women. I have a 50-50 audience, so I try to play fair with both genders. I'm going to keep it real with both of y'all. Everybody can improve because everybody is a part of the problem. I want everyone to unify and produce loving unions. Hopefully you do too. There is no gender war here. I promote positive perspectives and healthy debate, so be careful what you post inside of my comment section. It is very much okay to disagree, but have emotional intelligence and release toxicity elsewhere, ladies and gents. Don't take it out on each other. Make sure you follow me on all of my socials. Go to SoncereaMonique.com to purchase any of my books or to sign up on any of my membership sites. Thank you for spending time with me. Have vision and stay focused. Namaste.